Welcome to Book Look with Gingerbear.
Hello everybody. For Book Look, this time I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing an unboxing, first time ever, but this is a huge box of cool stuff, so I thought it might be kind of fun to see it real time with everyone. Well, you'll see the recorded version, not doing this live, but yeah, you'll see it. But I haven't seen any of these yet. I cut the top open just to make sure nothing was damaged, but otherwise I haven't unpacked anything. But what is this? This is the GI Joe super omnibus that they did a Kickstarter for this time, with basically everything that's ever been printed from the classic GI Joe comics, with tons of extras too, and it is gigantic when you see the actual package. So, but it's got lots of extra goodies too. Yeah, kudos to Quartermaster Logistics. I've gotten a few Kickstarters that they handled, and they do an amazing job. If I were ever doing a Kickstarter, I would definitely use them, because especially this thing, I don't even know how much it weighs, but it is super heavy. You'll see why in a bit. But yeah, so these guys rock it every time. Versus some other places who can't even send a single book without it getting damaged. So, but yeah, let's see the little extras here. Got a like bumper sticker style Cobra, or for my back window. Let's go full on 80s here. Put it on my back of my Corvette, or my old Camaro, my 77 Chevelle. Trading card set. I'll open that up in a bit. Got the, ooh, that's cool. I didn't used to care about pins, but I've been kind of getting into pins. That's pretty cool. I like that. Just so you know, there was a GI Joe version and a Cobra version of this. And when I played with GI Joes as a kid, I always played with Cobras more. Tomax and Zaymot, Zartan, Destro, and Cobra Commander were all the best. That's all I played with. So I'm not sure if some of these individual goodies like this are specific to the one I got. I know the packaging art for the actual books are different art from that Kubert fellow. Oh my gosh, I forget if it's Adam or Andy. I think it's Andy. Jeez. Sorry, but yeah, if it's Cobra, that's all cool, because I love Cobra much better. A little patch here. Put that on a hat or something. Go full on nerd mode. Bookmarks to put in one of the 8,000 books I've half read, or comics, graphic novels. Let's see what we got here. Some more trading cards I'll open later. Storm Shadow. Cool. All right. Next, got some prints. Oh yeah, that's cool. All right, everything's in packaging, so I'm just gonna pull it out as we go. I'll open pieces later. Let's see, these are probably more, oh, these are some of the exclusive comics, which I'll open here in a sec. All right, quick cut there. First lesson of unboxing. You need your hands free. So let me open this first. See what this is. One of the comics, I imagine. Oh yeah, that's super cool. Kickstarter exclusive. I think, here, let me open the other one too. That light is brutal on this comic though. It's a silver foil cover. Let me see what this is too real quick. One of these is a reprint of the classic silent issue of GI Joe, which I love, and it's kind of what I'm forming my new comic Punisher about around. It was all silent, and I love it. Okay, yeah, I think it's the silent edition, because here's another version of it, another kind of blue foil cover. I had gotten an extra one. God, these lights are brutal on it though, but you can sort of see it there. GI Joe yearbook, that's pretty cool. Everything you need to know about America's favorite superheroes. Oh, get that on frame right there. GI Joe yearbook. And then GI Joe special number 1. the death of Cobra Commander in this one. Yeah, this is a really cool Snake Eyes cover here. Obviously mocking the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man cover, but pretty cool. It works. It's almost like the Black Spider-Man with his legs there. Anyway. There. Since we're here, let's open up this print package here too. Let's see here. Okay, cool. See if we get a good view on these. Chris Monahan? It's hard to read the signatures on some of these. There's that. This is the foil cover of those issues with Storm Shadow. You can see it a lot better here. It's a cool piece. And Andy Kubert. So to correct myself, yeah, it is Andy Kubert, not Adam Kubert, who did the work for this. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. So there's 4 prints. And now the big baby. This thing's freaking heavy. Doesn't even slide out. Oh my God. Whew. There it is. What's in here? You shall see. GI Joe Real American Hero Compendium Box Set Cobra Edition. Alright, we gotta cut this baby open. Lots of packaging. It's exciting. Yeah, Compendium is 4 books, by the way, in a giant box. It's another box in here, but I'm not going to complain. More packaging, the better, because this thing is so heavy. It could have been so damaged so easily. Yikes. We're almost there. I think we're almost to the last layer. All right. Ooh, baby. Look at that. All hail Cobra. Nice. I don't even know where I'm going to put this. Got some cardboard. Right. I'll layer here the plastic. That. Great piece by Andy. Super cool. I'm gonna take the plastic off so it doesn't reflect when I show you guys the art. It's like Christmas. All right, here we go. It's gonna be cool. Whoa! Ooh, man, that is beautiful. God damn, that's cool. Look at all the shiny colors. American. So first, show the box outside. Yeah, got this great. Ooh, I want to damage it. Got this great pinup by Andy right here. That's kind of what sold me on the Cobra one as well. It's so cool. Love it. And I just, yeah, and then the Storm Shadow one. Oh, I don't want to damage it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so here it is, and it's just these 4 books right here. Take this out. Look at that. That is a fine piece of craftsmanship. Nice Cobra Commander embossed cover. And in we go. Which I'll do an overhead, show some more details, but yeah, nice quality printing. Looks like. It's got that new book smell. It's kind of sticky a little bit. This is gonna be fun to read through though. There's gonna be some cool art in here too. Also some bad stuff, I remember. But this is gonna be fun, man. I was so hardcore into GI Joe as a kid. I didn't even understand it was military stuff. I just thought it was almost like the level of superhero stuff. Go. Oops, there we go. Man, the toy of him was so cool with that serpent's head over him. I wish I could take it off. Swap hands with another character. But yeah, great stuff. Ooh, hear that crispy, crunchy new book opening? Yeah. God, this is gonna take a long time to read through, but it's gonna be fun. Let's see. The back. Oh yeah. Of that cover picture from the outside of the box by Andy. Beautiful. Another quick glance at the other 2. They even got the different colored star to match the paper covers on each one. Such a beautifully done book, man. So much of the stuff I never even saw too. It'll be interesting to see what artists are on a lot of this old stuff. Back when GI Joe was hot. There we go. Gold one here. Gold star. Storm Shadow. But they all have pins in the back, yeah. Oh, see, this is the box cover art for the Joe version. There, which is still pretty cool, but you can't beat Cobra. That's cool though. Yeah, these probably have one in them too. Each one has one. Yeah. Is this the one I already opened? Yeah, that's the one I saw. Sorry. Or is it in here twice? Oh, okay, yeah. This is the box art for me. That's, yeah, sorry. I'm doubling up on these, but it's worth another look. Man, love that. I used to have the toy of that too. Just hover ship thing. Oh, they even got Tomax and Zaymot. I loved them. Tomax and Zaymot, the toys had like a scar on one of them. And I think it had a thing where, based on heat or something, it could change their color, I think, or something with their skin. I forget. It was really cool though. Oh, if I still had some of those toys. And last one here. Oh, yeah, another Joe one here. The other box art from the Joe version, which I think the books are all blue for that one, as well as the outside cover is sort of bluish. Oh, that's a great pose. Man, that is crazy. Look at his tiny waist. Perspective. I think that's a 3mm lens. That's cool. Oh, look at this too. Oh, nice. It's a great piece in black and white. I actually like it. twice as much in black and white than I did in the color print. The inking's really nice. Right. Alright, there it is, cutting, and now we'll cut to an overhead view to open up some packages and flip through the books a little more. Alright, to the overhead view now. Gonna take a look, a little more detail. These are the prints we were looking at earlier. Just get a nice view. Yeah, it's just the three. There we go. Got it, got. Go. Yeah, like I said, this one I was only so on, but you saw the black and white version of this earlier, and it's really cool. I don't want to talk crap about colorists, but on this one it's overcolored for sure. Should have just put some light flats on it. The background's cool, but just put flats on it. But yeah, this one's great. Yeah, like this. This is sort of minimal coloring, but yeah, whatever. To each their own. I don't want to talk crap about any artist, just personal preference. Right. Next, we've got the cards. Let's see what's up with these cards. I'm not a big trading card guy. These are just kind of things that came automatically with it. I think some of them are stretch goals and stuff too. I'm not real sure. Honestly, with Kickstarters, I usually just want the book and all the stretch goals and extras that come with it. I don't usually care. Some of them are cool though. Like I like the bookmarks because I use bookmarks a lot. But okay, I don't want to damage the card. Hang on, I need scissors. Duh, I have scissors right here. These scissors were used by my wife to cut my hair during the pandemic. 3 months into lockdown. I'm sure many of us did that with their partner. My wife had never cut hair before, but she cut mine and did a pretty banging job. Looked really good. I also shaved my beard for the first time in like 13 years during that too, and that was not good. Maybe I'll show a picture of that someday, but I don't know. Alright, Larry Hum, here we go. A couple cards. Larry Hama and Zap. I don't know my lore here, so I'm going to sound really stupid, but I'm not sure what Zap even is. Zap is the team specialist in armor piercing and anti-tank weapons, but also functions as Demolition Man. I'm all for Demo Man. That's what I used to play in Team Fortress 2. Specialized education, engineer school, ordnance school, advanced infantry training. Codename Zap. Oh, this is probably Larry Hama as a GI Joe character, I assume. I should know that, but yeah, and here's Larry Hama himself. Badass godfather of GI Joe. Was he himself Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes? Which one? Or their master, maybe. Alright, got that. Got the Storm Shadow trading card here. This is all this packaging for a single card. It's kind of fun. Make sure I don't cut the card. Gotta be careful. As you watch nervously over the video, see if I ruin the cards. Man, they're really making a meal out of this image of Storm Shadow. It's a great image though, but yeah, so far it's on a print, it's on the book, it's on a fold-out poster, and now it's on the card. But yeah, it's a cool piece. I like Storm Shadow, so all good. All right, and here's this is a big package, Cobra edition. So this one's specific to Cobra, and so I assume there's a Joe one, which I don't need the Joe cards. I want the Cobra cards, so I'm hoping this is going to be cool. Got who's who details of all of my favorite Cobra characters. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we've got Cobra Commander. Let me zoom in a little so we can see these better. There we go. All right, Cobra Commander. Absolute power, total control of the world. I'm not going to read everything though. That'll bore you. But yeah, the Baroness, of course, who was on one of the covers as well. The embossed covers. Go. Destro. Destro was a really cool toy too. He was like one of the only action figures I had with a silver head. It was really neat. Him teaming up. Oh, let's see. Major Blood. I was never way into Major Blood. But he had like the Cobra Soldier helmet and stuff. But yeah, I wasn't way. I mean, his eye patch was cool, but otherwise I wasn't way into his design. Here we go, Zartan. Zartan was great. You know what? Was Zartan? Zartan's the one with the toy that had the I think his skin changed color based on temperature or the sun or something like that. I thought it was Tomax and Zaymot, but I don't think so. But yeah, Serpentor. This guy I used to have my toy team up with Destro because they both looked like such cool villains. Tomax and Zaymot. Yes, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but these, I don't like these costumes though. These are kind of plain. The one for the toy was a little different. I think was one of them shirtless or something, but then I think they had like a Cobra tattoo. I don't know, I'd have to look those up. It's nostalgia. But yeah, these were two of my favorite characters though. They're like twins, but one has the scar there. But yeah, sorry if Tomax and Zaymot are not how you pronounce it, but that's how I said it since I was a kid, so I can't change it. Dr. Mindbender, I didn't know him. I don't know him. Firefly, oh man, I had like 3 or 4 toys of Firefly. The character, I didn't even know that much about, but his toy was awesome. Because I don't remember him being in the cartoon a lot, at least in the episodes I saw as a kid. There was a lot of specific episodes that they'd loop on TV and show on repeats, and then there were some episodes I never saw. But, you know, Sunday morning cartoons and stuff, you take what you can get, and that's just how it went, you know. I watched every episode of GI Joe I could get my hands on, or that I could catch on TV. But that's just how it goes. You gotta get lucky. Copperhead, yeah, I didn't know him that well either. Cobra Bat, oh yeah, gosh, this was like near the end of my toy collecting. The toy of this too had like a clear, I think it was like a hologram sort of chest thing in here that looked really cool and had some depth stuff. But I like the art for that too. Scratchy background. Crimson Guard. Crimson Guard was a cool toy. It's all about the toys for me. The cartoon is great too, but I'm telling you, Cobra was my favorite, and so I had all Cobra toys. So I don't think I ever even had a Duke toy. I always had a Snake Eyes, of course. Lady J, maybe, I think. Yeah, because I always wanted my Joes to go have sex. So the Joes had to do it, and then there was the Baroness. In the middle of a battle, I'd make 2 of my Joes disappear, and they were hooking up somewhere during the battle. Then they'd come back later all happy. Yes. Early days of puberty. Crocmaster, I don't know him that well either. Zorana? No. Wild Weasel? No, these are... Scrap Iron, I sort of remember another one near the tail end of my toy collecting, I think. When they were getting really colorful with their toys. Globulus? Who the hell is that? He's like a snake body. Is he part of Serpentor's team, I assume? I like his head, though. He looks like the bad guy from Waterworld with Kevin Costner. There we go. From Waterworld. That's who inspired it, probably. Alright. Those. You saw the pin. The bookmark here. I like that cover. Is this the cover to this? I think this is the cover, the original cover to the Silent GI Joe one, if I remember correctly. Alright. Which one should I open here? Got these 2 foil covers. Gotta zoom back out. We'll see. This ring light makes nice light, but in the videos it creates a lot of reflection, which I don't like. I'm sure you don't like either. I'm gonna go with the silver foil one though. Which one's gonna be more valuable? I don't care. I don't buy them for value. But I like the silver cover the best. So we'll go with that one. Okay. Yep, this is it. Silent Interlude. Loved this issue. It's go through it here. Flying in with, God, I don't remember. I remember images from the story. I don't remember the whole story. Who's Storm Shadow flying in with? Is that Snake Eyes? I'll jump back, but nope, that's not. The iconic jumping out of the ship diving, man. Every comic has that. It's crazy. If you watch Rob Norton's videos, he's been pointing out all the ones in the Extreme Books by Liefeld. Always does it. But I thought this might have been Snake Eyes, because there's a, if you saw the second GI Joe movie, I was actually the previous supervisor on that. And we did a whole sequence with the ninjas. With all the Cobra ninjas up fighting Storm Shadow and his apprentice. Oh god, forget her name. And they were actually trying to break into a place and kidnap Snake Eyes there. Snake Eyes was there healing, and they took him and tied him up in this bag and put him on this sort of zip line thing to make him fly down the mountain while Storm Shadow and his apprentice fought their way out and had like a carabiner line weapon or line battle with the ninjas sliding back and forth on a cliff. It's actually a pretty cool sequence. It's completely ridiculous and over the top, but it was fun. But yeah, moving on. But yeah, if it's on Netflix or something, check out that scene. It's pretty fun. And my work's all over it, so as well as my cohorts that worked on the previs team. We were part of the Persistence of Vision previs team at the time, working at Paramount, right above the wood shop, if you've ever been on a lot. Alright. Destro, looking. Snake Eyes parachuting down onto the snake's head. Go. See something here. Okay, yeah, I'm just kind of flipping through. I won't read it all to you. You go pick it up. I'm not sure if that issue's a collector's item, if it's expensive or not, but this is like the reprint of it. And not bad. It's actually reprinted on the newsprint in like the original color, which I love. I wish they'd do that with every reprint. Kind of like the Marvel Essential Editions. They were printed in black and white, but on newsprint. It was beautiful. It's what makes looking at the original comic so much better than the omnibuses sometimes. But yeah, and of course this is called Silent Interlude. It focuses on Snake Eyes, who is of course silent. Oh man, it's crazy how much of this I don't remember. It's been so long since I've read it, but man, I stared at this thing so much when it came out though. And I'm always all for ninja fights. Some more ninja fights. Yeah, you know what? I think this inspired... Man, I'm so stupid. This totally inspired the scene from GI Joe, where they go to get Snake Eyes. Once he knocks Snake Eyes out, he wraps them up in that thing, take them out. I mean, it's a little different here, but same thing. They're at this monastery, you know, breaking in, fighting the random ninjas there, and they come to, you know, random ninja fights, and then there's the standoff between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, of course. I should talk more, but it's just fun to look at the first time too. This is my first time looking at it since I opened it, because this is the right after I unboxed it that I'm recording this, so it's a great shot of Storm Shadow. It's cool. What is this rocket pack she has though? Definitely playing off the toys. It's so cheesy. I love it. It's ridiculous. I think I had this as a kid too, this toy as well. Yeah, because I remember those wheels folding out. It was so funny. It was so cool as a kid though. An individual jetpack or something for your characters. But yeah, there it is. The details are lost in the mists of my fading memory. The gist is that for some reason we had to produce an entire issue of GI Joe in a little over 2 weeks. I went to editor Denny O'Neil and said that the only possible way was for me to write and draw it at the same time and eliminate lettering. That took up to a week in those days, before the internet and attaching JPEGs. I wrote it and did the breakdowns in 3 days and sent the boards off to Steve Liailoa for finishes. He fed the finished pages back to Danny, who had George Rousseau's color them in the office as they came in. The book went out on time. We all breathed a sigh of relief, none of us having any idea that this rush job would carve a place for itself in comic history. It tends to do that sometimes. Kind of like, hit songs are sometimes written in 10 minutes versus ones that never become a hit and they labored over for days. And then there's the beginning of Homage Studios with Jim Lee, Will Spertaccio, and Scott Williams all sharing a single bedroom apartment together, and just, I think they did 2 issues of X-Men in 2 weeks or something like that, or 6 days or something. They were just all sharing the duties and just cranking it out. And that's kind of the same thing with this, and that's those pages. That's when they introduced the sort of Ninja Assassin Psylocke version, and the art is some of my favorite from them ever. Man, yeah, it's just that stuff when they're most rushed is sometimes their most raw form and the best looking art. Same with Mark Silvestri. Some of my favorite stuff is when he was doing monthly books on Wolverine and X-Men. It's my favorite art style. He was probably rushed on deadlines doing a monthly book, but man, it's so cool because it's just super free and loose. And it's all like almost like second nature that he's drawn. But yeah, let's see. Over the years, I've had the fans present me with their original copies for signatures, and most of the time the comic is battered, torn, faded, and sometimes held together with yellowing tape. A testament to how many times the pages have been poured over. Yeah, if I have a copy somewhere in a deep, dark corner, mine would be the same, because I looked at it until it was falling apart. The cover might be gone. They tell me they had never seen a comic like that before, and how it drew them into another world. Some have told me that they had dyslexia, and it was a portal for them. When they realized that many comics could be completely understood without having to read the words, they tell me all this and more, and I am touched beyond belief. Yeah, I remember when it came out too. It was the talk of the town and comic shops and stuff. Like, it seems like such a simple thing, but an all-silent comic was just unheard of, My heartfelt thanks to all the readers and fans who faithfully followed the adventures of my characters and still support my efforts to this day. I tried to keep faith with my readers by keeping my all to a toy book, which were considered the bottom of the heap back then. Despite working for a lower rate and being completely ignored by the organized comics fandom of the time, I never imagined it would have the legs it has. Thank you all for your appreciation. Larry Hama. July 2024. Glad to see he's alive and well and doing awesome and was involved in this collection. Of course, I knew he was alive, but I didn't know how much involvement he had with this, but looks like he had a lot. That's cool. Opening page is great too. Very true to the toys too, but he makes it look cool. And that jetpack thing again too. I mean, this tower is ridiculous, but it's cool. Yeah, go watch GI Joe 2. It's directed by the guy who did Step Up 2 and 3. I forget his name off the top of my head, but yeah, I supervised the previs on that, and this whole sequence at the monastery with Storm Shadow going in, very similar and fun. All right, moving on. Let's keep this moving. Is this a new thing or a reprint? I'm not real sure. Beginnings and endings. Ooh, Todd McFarlane. Oh, this is a Todd McFarlane issue? Holy crap. I didn't know he drew an issue. Oh my gosh. Oh, he was my favorite toy. Oh. Shirtless thing with that red band and the ninja stars in there. Oh, it was so cool. I love that character. Oh yeah, and this guy Snowjob, I think was his name, Snowjob. Yeah. Oh, the Hawk guy too. Oh my god. Anyway, if any of you played with these toys, you're probably laughing along with me. But yeah, nostalgia in overdrive. God, Todd McFarlane, I had no idea. I'd never seen this. It was great. Oh, look at that city. That's great. The outfit's ridiculous. I remember him, though. I remember that character. He's sort of like the Buck Rogers character, too. There's a hot guy on that was super cheesy. You ever watch the old Buck Rogers show? Yeah. Great stuff. This is great. I never knew about this issue. I can't wait to read this and tear through it. Early McFarlane, man. This is great. So much fun. Oh yeah, the Energon universe of GI Joe and Transformers is pretty freaking awesome. I'm loving all of it, so I highly recommend it. Being done by Skybound, Robert Kirkham's company. They've combined Transformers and GI Joes into the same universe, and it's more awesome than I could have imagined. And they even did that with the last Transformers movie, the Beasts one, Rise of the Beasts. Spoiler alert, but if you watch the last scene in that, you'll see what I mean. GI Joe Yearbook. Some more reprints. What's back forever I'll miss. But yeah, where's the Operation Lady Doomsday recap section? You know, I remember this title, but I don't remember what it was as a kid, but yeah, Herb Trimpe. Herb Trimpe or Herb Trippy. Man, I don't have a lot of comics by him, but like I said, there's going to be a lot of classic artists that pop up in these issues that are going to be pretty neat. Flagerhelm was sort of talking down on the status of G.I. Joe, but I mean, maybe that's how it was in comics back then, but God, the toys were hot shit, man. And the cartoon, it was the coolest thing ever. Cool. Oh, I remember this vehicle too. This dude based on the wrestler. Yes. Anyway, yeah, going through here. Oh, that's a quick page. Anyway, oh, hey, cutaways. Cutaways are always cool. All right. Yeah, so that's the end of the story. Cutaway, GI Joe Command Center. There had to have been a toy of this, but I never saw it. But man, it would have been cool. I used to play with my GI Joes in the Death Star toy for Star Wars, and yeah, it was really cool. Had the elevators in it and stuff, and the different floors. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the kind of stuff I like too. I like the cards, all the write-ups on the characters. Bane. Yeah. Oh, memories. I got Spirit. Oh. Steeler. I don't remember him. Why's he got such a big picture? Oh, and some stuff about G.I. Joe on TV. Yeah. Little did they know it would become great PSAs in the future on YouTube as well. I'm a computer. Pork chop sandwiches. Okay. All right. Last but not least, the big babies. We of course won't flip through this whole thing, but I wanted to flip through some of it so you could kind of see the quality in the book in high-res detail here. Book 1, Compendium. A little bit here so you can see the whole thing. There we go. Yeah, Skybound logo right there. Beautiful. The red star to match the red pages. Oh, that's nice. Compendium 1. And man, this thing is thick. Banana for size, for scale. Okay, here's I have a pretty big hand too, and it makes my hand look small. So, because I'm a big dude, I have massive hands with sausage fingers. So, it tells you how big this book is. Or here's a computer mouse. There you go. You can fit the whole computer mouse in there. But yeah, let's open this beast up. Right. But get just a teeny bit. Oh, let me see how this is bound to. Oh yeah, see, it's the sewn there. It's not just glued, which I think. Hide on to see. this. Yeah, the threaded binding there. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that way you'll be able to open it up. I mean, it's so thick, you can only do it a certain amount anyway. Man, these pages are sticking together. But not in a bad way. They'll all loosen up the first time looking through it. It's just nice, crisp, and new. So I have to like kind of flip through it to break them all apart. Yeah, have to be careful. I don't want to get any tears, but Alright, here we go. Let's open it up. Larry Hama, Herb Trimpe, Stephen Grant, writers. Did Herb Trimpe have more involvement with GI Joe than I ever realized? I mean, I always knew of Larry Hama, of course, but I didn't know Herb had as much. But, oh yeah, I can't wait to see the Mike Zeck GI Joe stuff in here. I had some issues of that. Some John Byrne stuff, Klaus Janson, yeah. Maurice Severin, see, gosh. Some of this stuff I never saw. Of course, Michael Golden. Oh man, there's gonna be some good stuff in here. And like, they have Klaus Janson listed under the pencilers, which I loved when Klaus Janson would pencil stuff instead of just inking. So, Michael Golden inking, did he just ink himself, I guess? Yeah. There we go. Jim Shooter, editor-in-chief. Secret Wars days. Peak Jim Shooter. Oh man, these are nice printing. Okay, so this isn't the yellowing newsprint like the GI Joe, or sorry, it's all GI Joe, but the Silent Interlude was printed, but it is a nice, almost sort of newsprinty textured lighter paper, and I like it, and it makes the colors print closer to what the originals were. Yeah, I like it. I'm digging this. I wish all omnibuses would be printed like this. I mean, it's a thin, almost newsprint, which I don't care if it's lower quality paper. I just like the feel of it and the look and how colors print on it. I don't want glossy paper that can handle a million colors. I want great black and white art with flats like this. We do this first issue. Issue 1, Herb Trimpe, of course. Let's see if someone else is going to be in there. I'm actually surprised Larry Hama didn't draw the first issue, but again, I'm probably looking really stupid here by not realizing how involved Herb was. Oh man, great. Classic. What year did this come out? I think 1984, I think? No, 1984 is when the silent issue came out, so this originally came out in, let's see if it even shows it here. Oh wow, it was Jim Valentino, vice president there for Image Comics. I'll have to look deeper. This just says the 2024 copyright in here. Tiny, tiny print for old man eyes. But you guys can look it up and see when the first issue came out. But let's see. Sorry, one more look here. See if it says. No. Ooh, Bob McLeod inker too. Another classic. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. We're not gonna go through every page, of course, but I'm just kind of doing some flip through so you can kind of see the quality type of stuff that's in here. I don't know if they're gonna offer this in retail. I know they just recently came out with a paperback version of this first compendium. I saw it in the comic shop. And it's nice printing as well. I assume it's all the exact same stuff, and it's super thick. But this has all 4 books, which is nuts. Oh yeah, here's the pit again. That GI Joe bunker. I love cutaways. Cutaways are super cool. Hot potato. Oh yeah, Don Perlin. Man. Yeah. Oh, that's some classic face there. It's like 60s comics right there. Ooh, that's not a good face. But as Larry Hama said, this was probably all underpaid and short deadlines, so there's probably some rough stuff in here. But, you know, honestly, I didn't buy it strictly for the art, even though it's interesting and cool stuff to look at. I don't know. There's this nostalgia and the fun stories and everything that I'll remember as a kid. I wonder how people would like it if they, you know, right now they were like 17 years old, 16 years old and ran into this. Because when I first got it, I was probably 10, 11 years old. Like, the Silent Issue came out in 84, so I would have been 10. Don't add up how old I am. Yeah, and so, but, you know, the cartoon was on TV at the time, too. And if someone didn't watch the cartoon or have any childhood connection to it now, I wonder what they'd think of this stuff. If they'd think it's just as cool. They probably wouldn't give a crap, though. This is probably just for older people, especially with how expensive it is. Just a pure nostalgia grab for fun. But hey, I'll take it. It's awesome. I love it. So yeah, keep going through. Just gonna start going through big chunks. Yeah, I didn't like his toy either. The green with those red pads really bothered me. Oh shoot. All right, recording froze, so we're back into it. Slight edit. Slight edit. Recording froze. We're back. All right. Yeah, here we were just turning to the pit. GI Joe bunker here. I love cutaways. I kind of wish it was more detailed. I wish there was more stuff like, what's all this open space in here? Third level. What is that in there? I like the little pool, the gym here. You got the little locker rooms in there, the chairs and stuff, but it's a little half-assed for the details, man. But it's still cool to see, especially as a kid. I didn't care. Even just seeing a chair down there got me excited, you know. Oh, that's super detailed. Like, what's this engine thing, you know? But God, what's this whole open floor here? 14. Wait, where's the list? What's it numbered for? Hey. What are they numbered for? It doesn't have the list of the details. Oh well. Dang it! I must know! Anyway. Hot potato. Don Perlin coming in hot. Guy's face cracks me up. Yeah, we'll get a little more speedy coming through here though, but man, yeah, good action here. Yeah, like I said, it's all kind of a nostalgia grab. It's gonna be fun. Kai! Is that the sound she really makes? But yeah, I get lost just kind of flipping through this and I forget to talk, but yeah, that's what this is mostly for you to look at anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going faster through it here. Scarlet. Who's that dude? Some sort of simp. Nah, just kidding. Oh god, this ridiculous robot. Cobra robot. So cheesy. Speed designs. I wonder how much approval they had to get for these robots too. Since they probably weren't toys yet, I wonder if they could do what they wanted or if they had to do specific things and get them approved by Hasbro or... I think it was Hasbro making GI Joe, but in case they wanted to make, you know, toys of them to put out. I bet you that stuff was a real pain in the ass sometimes. Keeping things on models with the stuff that has toys existing too. But at the same time, these guys were underpaid and on tight deadlines, so maybe they weren't so hard on them because it'd be hard to get anything done on deadline if they were doing that. Especially if they were underpaid, they'd probably just bail. Cobra helicopter. I think I like Rob Norton's severed penis robot better. That's a inside joke, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But go follow Rob Norton. You'll see why. Watch his videos. Operation Wingfield. He was based on the wrestler dude, right? Or is it a later character that came out? It was actually the wrestler. I forget now. I had the toy of him though. Yeah, I think it was a different guy. That mustache is ridiculous. Yeah, give me more Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow though. But skip ahead here though. This early stuff is cool. I mean, it was definitely later toy days when they brought in Tomax and Zaymot. It was Tomax and Zaymot and Zartan and Serpentor, all those guys. So they aren't in a lot of this earlier stuff. But, yeah, Destro, of course, old school. Oh, there we go. We got some plane fights going too. Go back to this. Like Bossberg. Okay, these pencils are pretty good on this one. I like these shots. Let's see. Sticky. Crunch. Yeah, pretty interesting. Plane fights, man. You don't see that a lot done well. That's pretty cool. Vertical panel, how they did that. So spotlights lighting it up at night. Interesting. Oh, that's a cool shot. Go. And it's a classic kind of plane too. It's not a weird GI Joe version of one. Yeah, it's like an old bomber. Is that... No, it's not a B-2 bomber because they didn't have the back wing like that, but it sort of has the same gun turrets and stuff, and the windshield and the front glass part were similar, but maybe this is a mock-up of all those. I don't know. I don't know my history of the planes that well. But I did get to step inside of a B-2 bomber one time, as well as a P-51 Mustang, fully chrome. And I barely fit in it. It was made for smaller people back then. I would not have been a pilot in the Air Force back in World War II. Alright. So yeah. There's so much here to flip through. I'm not even sure how much to show you all, but you know, just big flip throughs. Ooh. Is that a Michael Golden cover? Looks like it. It's not signed. Freaking Marvel not showing signatures as usual. But yeah. That looks like early Golden. Ooh, Mike Rosberg breakdowns and finishes by D'Agostino and Tartag. Interesting. I always like seeing stuff where the pencilers just do breakdowns and the inkers do finishers. It's a really nice different combo when the inkers have some more control over the final art. Alright. Oh yeah. Baroness looking hot as always. Let's see. Go back here. Ooh, load that reflection on his mask. Alright, fan art incoming for sure while reading this stuff. That's not a good drawing. But I'm going to bookmark this page because I like the Baroness and Cobra Commander. And that's a hot page. So, alright, there we go. And like we saw before, just to give you an overhead view here. One last look at the full box. All Hail Cobra. Oops, upside down. There we go. Beautiful piece. Like I said, here's book 2 with the silver pages. Got a little scratch there, but that's nothing. Nice. It even has like this soft foam for the pages here to protect them too. Like, man, they got everything going on here. So like the actual pages will be cushioned. Oh man, really nice job. Never actually seen that in a box for books. Yeah, here's the blue. Look at that gleam. Baroness there on the cover. Who was on this one? Oh, yeah, it was Serpentor. That's right. Serpentor embossed. Even embossed on the spine too. It's really nice. Baroness. Skybound and image logo embossed as well. All very nice quality. You can see up close the textures too. Sort of like a mock leather, but it has a real nice leathery look to it. Put it on the bookshelf next to Bram Stoker's Dracula or something, you know. And the gold here. Nice gold sheen on there as well. Storm Shadow, of course. Same thing. Embossed. There we go. Right. Oh. Oh, see. Gotta be careful. These actually move around. So I want to make sure these are lined up with the pages correctly to protect them. Go. Oh, see, that's a little crooked. You can watch me do this. This is the exciting part of a book look, right? All right. Well, there we go. I know I'm not the most outspoken review person. I have more of the soft, silky voice review of books, so I hope you liked that version of it. Dang it. Just tuck this back in there. Hold it back in. There we go. All right. Yeah, the soft, silky sounds of the Gingerbear and his book looks. There you go. And we're done. All hail Cobra. Where's Captain America? There we go. So yeah, I don't know if any of you, if you didn't back the Kickstarter, if you'll have a chance to pick this up. But if you're a GI Joe fan, this is all you'll ever need. It's freaking awesome. Go. Andy Kubert. Kubert. Go. Nice look at his art there. Yeah. Storm Shadow there. It's a cool pose. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out for another book look. This was a long one, but lots of cool stuff to look at. And if you ordered this and it's on its way in the mail, I hope this didn't make you too jealous. Hopefully it just got you excited and should be there soon. Mine just came literally today on January 9th. So, all right. Take care, y'all.